I can't get these memories out of my mind, and some kind of madness has started to evolve.
One look at the box score, and you can understand why Bucks fans would be driven to madness. With Jrue Holiday and Chris Middleton combining to shoot so poorly, the Bucks didn't stand a chance. But I was driven to my own madness by the way the Bucks intentionally played defense, which directly contributed to the Suns scorching the Nets at 50% from behind the arc. Early in the first, a simple ball screen for Booker out top. Lopez is in good position outside the lane before starting his drop. Tucker is connected to the ball as he chases. So what in the world is Giannis doing here? Helping one pass away like this makes for an easy pass, easy shot, and now the guy who couldn't even hit a shot in game one has gotten himself going early. In early offense, Jrue strangely wanders over to CP3 for a second, but does get back in position on Booker. Middleton is guarding his man Bridges on the left side, and Lopez is in great help position. So why does Middleton gamble with this type of steal? It's also help one pass away, and it leads to a wide open corner three for a good shooter. If you think the players are just freelancing with the help, here's a possession that might convince you it's the Bucks' overall defensive philosophy. Another high ball screen for Booker. Lopez is in good position on his drop, yet Holiday helps all the way to the ball from one pass away. This could have been a good shot, but Chris Paul thinks better of it. So as Booker drives, PJ Tucker helps one pass away, even though Connaughton is there and so is Lopez. I know Crowder couldn't hit a shot in game one, but now you've given him two open shots, and he ended up going 3 for 5 from beyond the arc. And it happened again in the third, with the Suns threatening to blow the Bucks out at this point, as Holiday again needlessly helps. The defense had contained this attack, and the easy kick out and open shot gets them a 15-point lead. I'm sure the Milwaukee coaching staff looked at some stats and felt like they figured out what the Bucks need. More shots from Jrue Holiday. Prior to last night's game, in the 4 games Jrue took at least 20 shots in this season's playoffs, the Bucks had won 3 of them. So I get why they'd tell him to be more aggressive, and they even ran the first set of the game to get him a shot, as they Iverson cut Giannis across the court, have Jrue slip a back screen for Middleton before coming around for a handoff. But this has to be one of the more difficult shots you can get, running away from the basket, twisting to get alignment, and to top it off, Booker is right on top of him. Here is how that play should have been run, with Giannis dribbling into the mid-range after receiving the pass at the left wing. Now the catch by Holiday is made much closer to the basket, and he turns it into a ball screen for an easy bank shot. If the coaching staff truly wanted to get Holiday going, why not run some of their good stuff from their called sets? I dig this pistol action with the PJ Tucker pin down into Giannis handoff that gives Jrue a little space on the catch and a completely open lane to go to work. They did run horns to get him a simple ball screen from Giannis, whose gravity on the roll sucks Ayton down and gets Jrue space to hit the open jumper. I'm sure hitting shots out of pattern sets makes Jrue feel a lot more comfortable. And it's the same feeling of comfort you get when using Manscaped's whole line of grooming tools for the modern man. By being properly trimmed, everything seems to flow that much better, and the newly designed Lawnmower 4.0 is truly breathtaking. Skin-safe technology which reduces nicks and cuts. Cordless and waterproof, trim in the shower with no mess. Wireless charging with 90 minutes of use on a single charge. You think Holiday made this shot because he practiced it a lot? Maybe, but it's much more likely he's confident, smooth, and comfortable, knowing that this lawnmower has a travel lock feature. No more embarrassing buzzing in your bag. Get 20% off plus free international shipping when you click on my special link in the description below. Had Jrue Holiday clicked on it, maybe the directive to shoot a lot more shots wouldn't have thrown him off his game, which is normally to make the right play if a teammate is open. He misses the wide open Tucker in the right corner, then misses the wide open Lopez in the left, before forcing up a contested 13-footer over the very long arms of Mikal Bridges. The post-up isn't a major part of his game, as Synergy has him for 10 in 19 playoff games, and there isn't much of an advantage when he's trying to do it against Chris Paul. There was a quick kick out for Middleton here, and a swing pass for an open Lopez here, but instead, he's clearly trying to be aggressive with his shot. By this point, Holiday was 3 for 9 and probably feeling the madness. Here's an example of helping one pass away that worked, as he deflects the ball into a nice steal, and what should be an open court layup turns into a missed bunny when Cam Johnson appears to knock the ball loose on his gather. It was madness to me that the Bucks clearly wanted Jrue to shoot a lot, but rarely ran half-court actions to help him. Early in the third was one such play. A step-up screen into flare cut wasn't executed that well, but it lured Bridges into foolishly helping one pass away despite Ayton and Crowder being in good position already, and I was thinking, finally, Jrue was going to get on track for the second half. The Giannis step-up screen could have yielded something good, perhaps a skip to Middleton out top, like he does here in the regular season against the Hawks deep in the fourth to get a good look from three. But instead, he's going too fast to the baseline, drifts several feet with Booker in hot pursuit, and he hits the side of the backboard. At this point, perhaps they could have told him to lay off some of the shots and see if you can create for others. There's an open corner three here, or hit Giannis in the roll since he absolutely destroyed the Suns in the third quarter to the tune of 20 points on 5 of 6 shooting and 9 free throws made. But instead, he takes a mid-range jumper that's contested by 2 defenders and bricks it. Out of the timeout to start the fourth, they ran that pistol action finally, getting Holiday attacking with his strong right hand on the handoff into the middle, then the creative finish through contact. By the end of the game, he finally makes the right play on this drive. After Crowder got sucked down in the penetration, he kicks it to the wide open Connaughton, who makes the three, but too little too late. The key stat for this game in my mind was the number of passes made. This huge disparity definitely helps explain why the Suns generated a lot of good shots and helped them shoot so well from both the field and the three-point line. Having 3 players go to the offensive rebound is suboptimal, as it instantly puts the Bucks in a perilous position. Middleton has to stop the ball at the dotted line. Check how Ayton is trying to screen Giannis from contesting the corner 3. Bridges gets to the lane line for a nice pocket pass, and here's the key. Lopez was forced from the beginning to guard Crowder on the weak side. Why he drifts up to the elbow, I have no idea, but it's an easy cut for Crowder going to his left. His shooting hip and shoulder already aligned to the hoop, and he hits the shot. This led to the most exciting play of the night, triggered by Holiday trying to be too aggressive on an ISO against a great defender and a defense in position to stop him. And we get treated to a simultaneous display of supreme ball movement and defensive rotations that could be used as a prime example of how to play the game by both teams, culminating in a strong finish plus the foul by Ayton when Tucker couldn't recover in time. Even when things went wrong for the Suns, the basketball gods rewarded them for looking to pass and be so selfless. Without Jrue bumping down on the roll man out of horns, Ayton should have a relatively easy lob when Lopez doesn't contest the pass from Booker. But it drifted on him, credit to Ayton for staying in bounds, and Giannis should be moving in the direction of the ball. He would have been there for the steal, but instead it's Crowder getting to the lane, gorgeous lead bounce pass to the nice cut from Bridges, and look at the double pump dunk on 2 defenders for this future All-Star. Even on possessions that didn't have a ton of passing, it was plays like this, where Booker doesn't force the shot on this baseline drive, throwing a beauty of a left-handed pass strike to Chris Paul for a beat-the-buzzer crucial three-pointer. And when the Suns turned to their vaunted Spain pick-and-roll in the fourth, it was the beginning of the end for the Bucks. As Booker sets the back screen on Ayton's man, CP3 patiently waits knowing he's wide open, and the easy finish puts them up by 7. Here it is again, and because of the delayed timing and switch, it becomes a double ball screen for CP3. Somehow, Giannis doesn't know they're switching, and it leaves Booker wide open for an easy 3 and a 13-point lead midway through the fourth. They run it one more time for a score that kind of ended the game early, and the Bucks screwed this up on all counts. Tucker should have switched onto the ball, Giannis stays with Ayton, and Holiday picks up Booker. Instead, Giannis stays with the ball, and it leaves Holiday giving up a foot of height as he attempts to switch onto Ayton, who scores easily on the lob. While the Bucks came back against the Nets after being down 2-0, barring a catastrophic injury to the Suns, I don't think that will happen again. their defensive madness will most likely continue, and while the Suns can cool off, they seem able to get the key buckets whenever they need to, and with Jrue doing an Eric Bledsoe impersonation and Middleton being very inconsistent, the Bucks' only hope of outscoring the Suns doesn't seem possible. And that means we'll be seeing plenty of madness in the streets of Phoenix soon.